Step number 2, daily practice. Daily practice is how we amplify these intentions. We're doing something to create a contemplative or meditative space in our life that allows us to think more deeply about these 3 core questions. And I mentioned that I have a meditation practice. How many of you meditate? Cool, okay, good. Next time I come back here, everybody's hand's gonna be up. There's a lot of ways to have a daily practice, but I have to talk about meditation for a moment because it's just so awesome. There's nothing like it. The world becomes vivid when you meditate. There's no other way to describe it. All of your senses heighten, and your inner peace and your sense of joy just rises up in you over time. Now, don't expect this to happen the first 5 minutes you sit down to do it, but if you're dedicated to it, this is what happens over time. I wanted to read just a little excerpt that I just read from this really great magazine, by the way. You might want to check it out. It's called Light of Consciousness. And I just saw this and I thought this is a kind of a nice way to describe meditation. Emptying the mind is the greatest activity. It seems as if you are doing nothing. It seems like escapism and selfishness to those who are egocentric. But try it. Just try it. If it were mere escapism, anyone should be able to do it, but only one among millions can truly do it. Try to just quiet your mind in your dreams, your meditations, your work, your life. How many have achieved even that much? Do not try to control or conquer anything, not only in your mind, but outside of you as well. In oneness, there is nothing to conquer or lose. Simply let go and allow consciousness or light to shine. It is self-conquest that makes you victorious over no one but yourself. And this is what makes you a conscious being. So meditation really does afford you a space to not only gives an environment for your old habits to express themselves, because when you're meditating, you're going to have these things come up and you're going to be thinking about them. And the point is not to say, oh God, I'm thinking, stop thinking. No, just let them come up and let them pass. Let them come up and let them pass. So you're purging, you're cleansing your mind. It's like being on a juice fast, you know. But it also allows space for new habits to begin forming as well, because you're bringing that expansiveness into your life. And over time, the silence, you'll find, I think we're really uncomfortable with silence in this country, but to me it's like this beautiful cradle that holds all of your endeavors and all of your expectations and your will. It holds it there very lovingly. And so I encourage you to get comfortable with silence. But a daily practice doesn't have to be meditation. It can be anything. It can be anything that you want it to be. 5 minutes in the shower. Instead of thinking about your to-do list, think about nothingness. Or commuting, keep the radio off instead of listening to the horrible news of what's happening on the planet. You can catch that later online, right? Or folding the laundry, or washing the dishes. Really think about folding the laundry. Don't think about anything else. Just smell the towels and fold them and put them away, and be very mindful in that state. One of the things I like to do is when I'm mowing the lawn, it's my moving meditation. And I just allow myself to get into that space of meditation while I'm actually getting a chore chalked off my to-do list. If there's one thing that I can say that will change your life instantly, starting tomorrow, one thing that you could do as a daily practice, it's very simple: gratitude. I'll tell you for a minute what my practice is every morning when I wake up, even before I open my eyes. I start going down a litany of all the things in my life that I do have, not the lack of what I don't have. All of the things that I'm grateful for, and not the things that I'm upset about. So I start with my breath and the fact that I'm alive, and my health, because I couldn't do anything without that. And my children, who are nestled in their beds down the hall, and their health and their well-being, and my bed, and the warmth, and the house that I live in, and my puppy dog, and the fact that there's toothpaste in the bathroom and coffee in the kitchen, that I can brush away and go downstairs and have a nice cup of coffee. And the list goes on. And I guarantee you, if you do this, you'll flip from negative to positive. It's like, what's that called? The, I'm gonna forget that. I'll think of it in a minute. The tipping point. The tipping point. That if you are in this space every day of gratitude, that you'll notice that your thoughts will turn more positive, and your actions will turn more positive, and your life will turn more positive. So just try it. It's really true. It really, really works. So when you wake up in the morning, don't feel immediately besieged by your life, right? Just allow this open vista, just for 5 minutes, and then you can be besieged.